Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted. Today we have another special guest. We only invite special people. We have Gigi Lamayne. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
Good, good. How are
I'm alright. Tell me, Genesis, your real name.
Yeah.
Are you the firstborn?
I was the first girl, but it marked for my parents. My parents were going through a whole lot of problems, and it basically marked a new beginning, I guess. In the relationship as well, they're going through a whole lot of stuff. Unfortunately, they divorced, but they had believed that with me being welcomed into the world, they'd be able to start a new chapter in their lives. So hence the name Genesis.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
You also have a song, your song, Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
Do you have some daddy issues? What's with that?
Oh
take me
my
through that
word.
song.
Eat the juice,
It's
eat
so
the juice.
deep. It's so, the details in that song, you listen to that song and you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah. I think I do. But I've got amazing, male figures in my life, people who are my brothers, people I work with, who try, I guess, to correct that situation. But I guess it's something that's always with me. I grew up a very tough life. The usual abuse at home, my mother going through a whole lot of things that I had to witness, and then I also went through, seeing the divorce happening. So just like a whole lot of alcohol abuse, a whole lot of, drug intake, your mom crying every day. You can hear something's happening in the other room, chairs are being thrown, you can't really do anything to help mommy. And I think for daddy issues, it was the first time that I could speak about it and feel like I was okay. I was okay with it. I was content with what happened to me as a child.
What happened to you as a child?
I was from a very abusive background. Yeah, we were beaten, mentally, scarred, and I guess dads have their own issues, right? He was from the army at the time, so he was pre-apartheid. He was also fighting in Zim and Mozambique, a whole lot of things. So I guess it was a whole lot of trauma, and then you get married, you get into a domestic life, you're married to a nurse, and things don't always go your way. But I feel like maybe he had never dealt with all those issues, because he did have episodes, and then you mix that with alcohol. Your wife can't ask you things, she can't tell you things. Soon enough there are children in the picture, you're under pressure. And yeah, but I think I'm slowly getting to a point where I'm forgiving him.
You've not yet forgiven him.
I've let go of the situation. I'm content with what happened to me, but I just feel that it would be wrong for me to ever look at another family issue and not say I take the lady's side when alcohol comes into the conversation, when drugs come into the conversation, or even domestic violence. So in that sense, I think I still hold on to it, and it is a bit of my past. So that's part of the inspiration I get to write how I write.
Do you have some kind of relationship with your dad?
No, I haven't seen him for years. I actually have not seen my dad for years. And
because in the song there's also some sort of cry for I would really like to get to know you.
To know you.
To get to see you.
The complicated thing I think with something like that is it's only when somebody wants to, it's one thing admitting that you are wrong, but it's another thing trying to shift the blame onto like, oh, your mother, oh, this, oh, that. And for me, until we can get to that point, it's very difficult, because my mother has moved on with her life. She's married now, she's happy, and then, now it almost like complicates things for me. So until I know who I am, and until I know that my vision is not being like messed with, I'd rather stay away, build my character, build myself, then I'll go back and try to face that part of my history. Yeah.
So you're not taking sides?
To a certain extent, I think I do. I would take sides. I saw what was happening, and I think that's the thing with fathers. When they walk out, they believe that it will never catch up with them. They believe that the kids will never grow. Kids will never be able to speak for themselves, or kids won't remember a certain situation, what happened for you guys to fight and you to hit her, and for all that. So I think for me, it would be taking sides, you know. I don't think I deserve to see that as a child. And for so long, going through my schooling life, I didn't understand. I had to ask myself questions like, why can't my dad be like so and so's dad, you know, growing up, you know, and seeing their parents being proactive. So to a certain extent, I have. And I'd just like to, even with my life and my music, I just want people to see me as an example of a child who rose above that. You know, so many kids feel like because their dads are not around and because their dads left or whatever, they'll never be anything. Then you start winning, you start doing big things with your life, then daddy quickly comes back in. Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm dying. Whatever the situation is, then your life is turned upside down all over again. So,
but if you had to see him today, what would you say to him? Let's say he just pitches and here he is. What would you say to him? What would be your first words to him?
I think he just needs to forgive himself.
Have you forgiven yourself? Have you forgiven him for him to be at that point? What would you say to him? Because I think you still have the issues.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Issues. If he has to come here now, what would you say to him? What would be the first? Will you slap him?
Try that. No, but on the real, I think it's just there are a lot of issues, man. Like I need him to acknowledge and concur that he put us in that situation. He didn't have to. He was, you know, the father figure. It never really was ever about, you know, the mom. And he needs to concur and acknowledge that he was wrong, and then we can continue our situation. So it's more like, do you agree that you had issues and you feel like you need to speak about them? Because I think you do. Because no matter where he is or what he does, I know, I've heard, you know, that he hears things. You know, my daughter, I heard she was on TV, I heard she was on radio, I heard she was, you know, and I think it hurts him that I was the one child that he did not care for. I was the last born, I was a girl. You can imagine, you know how our African brothers are. It's more like, she's a girl and she's the last one, she's not important. She's gonna leave one day. And then now it almost feels like, she just graduated, and these things are being blown in his face, and it's worse because his child's on TV. I think he feels humiliated. I think that's revenge enough. And that's something that he has to see for the rest of his life until he can sit down and talk to me and apologize, not only for what he did to me, but what he did to himself. You know, yeah.
I have to admire the strength in you. I mean, you rose above the abuse, the whole family fiasco, to actually work so hard, go to university, graduate with 4 distinctions. Where did you tap into that strength to actually say, you know what, I have to do me?
Well, I was doing something that I loved at school, like being a kinkinga. Like I didn't struggle to focus. I was doing something. I was doing media, I was doing anthropology, I was doing psychology, linguistics, everything I ever wanted to do. So it wasn't difficult for me to study, but I think the most painful thing was understanding that firstly my mother's a nurse. At the time she was working, you know, somewhere where she wasn't really being paid well. You know, she's a civil servant, and I had to make things work because I saw her sacrificing so much for me to make sure that I had the best of this and the best of that. Like, being a scafty when I went to school, when I went to varsity, I had to make sure with all these sacrifices she was making for me, I come back with this. And I mean, in my family, I'm the first graduate at a traditional university. So that's a big deal for us and it's a big deal for her. So even when the discussion with music came in, that's my, like, I really want to do this with my life. And she's like, no, only you can go and do that. But just assure that you bring me back this and do whatever with your life. And I kid you not. I brought it back to her and I feel like it was just blessings on blessings. You know? So for me, it's just like encouragement, especially when you know your parent is struggling to do something. You need to push for them and trust these people are your earthly gods. Things start happening to you that are amazing when you keep your parents happy. Yeah.
From daily issues to boyfriend issues. I mean, last year you knew that this was.
No, I didn't. Oh my goodness, no. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it.
I mean, you went on Twitter, you tweeted this dude cheated on you 3 times, and listen, I'm moving on. Are you still single? Did you find somebody during the festive season?
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you and thousands of girls across the country. You know, there's always that one friend that you friend zone all the time. This is the person the guy who's the friend who picks you up when all these other guys, you know, show you flames and treat you like you're nothing, and you know. So I'm not saying there's someone, but there was someone there to pick up the pieces, and now it just feels like maybe that's where I should have been, you know. And if very not good looking guys, you know, oh yeah, you know, artists like me, ooh, Jay-Z, Beyonce, that stuff does not exist. I'm telling people that stuff does not exist. You know, you get caught up in the limelights and you think love is supposed to be him putting things on social media for the whole world to see. And when it backfires on you, again, it backfires. And the real story, I'm going to say it here for the first time. The real story was, he and I were dating, and he told me that he needed to go on a trip out of town to go see someone, parents, whatever, to sort out something with band and car issues. And I paid for his plane tickets because at the time he was going through a very tough time. And I paid for his plane ticket. He went. He started avoiding my calls when he was there. I'm just wondering what's going on, you know? Because I dropped you off at the airport, whatever. And he just sends me a text. I love you and I love her. Something like that.
Is this guy popular?
He's not.
Is he in the industry?
Yes, he was in the industry. And then basically what happened was people start calling me all of a sudden. This is like at 8 o'clock, at 8 p.m. at night. Everyone starts calling me. They're like, hey, did you see what he put up on Instagram? I'm like, what's going on? And I go and I check, and there's a picture of him and this girl. This girl was part of the few times I saw him cheating. So I had caught her in the house before. And she told me, no, it's fine, I'll never come back here, I'm sorry. You know, oh my gosh, I can't. And I even said, so I'm not going to fight with you because men have a certain thing they do and he's expecting that to happen. So I'm not going to fight with you. She's like, no, trust you'll never see me again. Anyway, him and I work things out. I'm the idiot, I'm in love, I take him back. But that was the same girl he moved on with. And then she put up a picture as well. Somebody else warns me, puts up a picture, my companion, they're holding hands. He's holding hands with her in a tracksuit I bought for him. Right? So now it's like, okay, you disrespect me, you know, you've put my life on blast. Yesterday you just put up a picture of me, now you're putting up a picture of her. What's going on? Immediately what happens is I see people like starting to run with the story. The only way I could defend myself was to say, yes, this is what happened. He did cheat. I caught him at a certain award ceremony afterwards with a girl. I caught him with this same girl.
What is the name of this guy?
No, I won't shame him because right now, I don't feel he deserves it. This is shine. Like, guys, drama is shine. Like, it's amazing to even be here. So I'm not going to allow him to do this to me. But it was a situation where I was hurt. I had to go online, defend myself. No, this is what happened. He cheated. I forgave him. He cheated again. I forgave him. He's cheated now. I can't. I can't do it. And at some point, as a woman, you have to say no. And unfortunately, I was young. I'm still young. I mean, I'm 22. I had to go through this, but I'm glad I did.
You mentioned that men are also gold diggers. I mean, as women, we've always been labeled that you are a gold digger, platinum digger, diamond digger, if there's any of those.
If there's any of
Men
those,
gold diggers, you think they gold digger more than women.
I know, women work hard nowadays, you know. A lot of things have changed. The roles in the home have changed now. You find women who fix things around the house. You find men who cook. And I mean, if things are changing for women, then there has to be something that's happening with men as well. So, I mean, yeah, I do believe that guys go out of their way. They know that a woman's looking for love, she's looking for this, she's looking for that. So let me showcase that, make her fall in love with me. And soon enough, you're just doing things out of your character, you know, for him. Things that your mother told you never to do for a man. You are doing, you are hiding, you're giving him, no, you know, do this with this money, fix your life, do this, do that. Your mother asks you what happened to it. You know, I had to pay that lady for, you know. And soon enough, you start lying to try and maintain this thing. And before you know it, you are giving 80% while he's giving 20. You are running in more ways than one, you know. So I think for me, that was something I had to learn, like as we had said previously, where it's maybe there's some things that I have to deal with. Like, why am I trying to give so much of myself for this guy to love me? Because there are guys who take advantage of it now. There are guys who date women who are richer, who are older, who are more successful because they know they can be lazy, they can make excuses at home when they don't do things. It's whatever. I'm just gonna chill here and you look after me. Yeah.
Between you, Fifi Cooper, Nadia Nakai, who do you think is the best?
Me,
in the
of
game?
course, me. make sense. Like, it's all good that your beat selection's nice, you know, your song's nice, but what you rapping, I can't hear what you're saying, bruh. You know? No hard feelings to the older ladies.
What are your plans in 2017 to build your fan base?
Plans for 2017, we've just had 2 more endorsements to the endorsements that we already had last year. So last year, I mean, people know we did some stuff with Nando's UK, we did some stuff with Bacardi, we did some stuff with a whole lot of, and they're 2 amazing brands. One of them is the biggest clothing brand, one of the biggest in the world. And Gigi's gonna be, I don't know, can we? Yeah, well, we're with Puma now. We're with Puma, myself, and 2 amazing gentlemen, but I feel like they need to say it for themselves. One of them is the hottest kid in hip-hop currently, and the other one is a very alternative hip-hop artist. So that's Puma, and then the other one is an alcohol beverage as well, so it's going to be, but it's a beer, and it's very alternative as well, new kid on the block, but everybody knows it. So I'm really excited about not just being a rapper or musician, but I really want to get people seeing me in different spaces other than that. I've always said I want to be a rapper, but I also want to be a businesswoman. You know, I feel like female artists don't believe in themselves beyond the stage, beyond looking pretty, beyond nice Instagram pictures. We need to get females that get these young girls to believe that if you want to start a hair business, a makeup business, you can go out and you can do it. And yes, your base may be something here, but take that money and invest it into something greater, you know, and get girls in there. I hope to sign another Gigi Lamayne in 10 years. You know, so that's where I'm laying foundations. I laid foundations in 2016, and now I'm hoping to build it and hoping to get other young girls involved in whatever sphere of entertainment.
That was Gigi Lamayne, and thank you so much for joining us today.
This is what feminist freedom would really sound like, a crossbreed between music and souls of twilight, marching as the queen of her past life, a dream in the dark night. Fear, so she left, right, march her pilgrimage on. She is Gigi the Dawn, Griselda was born. Stop the Armageddon, I call to the writers left. Keep your words in check, we need to save them before they fail their tests. No lazy mind ever saved the universe. No unlearned life ever packed the funeral. So wait, never let them broads tell you what to do. Saints will say beauty is born, but talent is you. Grind harder, live smarter, shot caller. You're a woman, a father, a son, or a daughter. Buzzes are good, but frenzies are longer. You matter the most, so you need to ponder and conjure. A plan so good they'll never be able to touch you, but love and hug you for the reasons that they try to f*** you. Ain't nobody got time for that when you hustle. They bark but can't bite, God bless the muzzle. We keep fighting though we die in the battle. Rolled into the dark with no blinkers, no saddles. I'm just waiting here trying to get my happy ever after. First verse in the Bible, Genesis was the chapter. Sun rises in the morning, I can hear you in the midst of the rise you were calling. The beginning of a story, Genesis, you're a dream unfolding.